right, we're getting in some breaking news now. Jaishankar, Dr. Jaishankar, External Affairs Minister, has briefed Home Minister Amit Shah on the standoff with Canada. This is the latest. We have Jaishankar meeting Home Minister Amit Shah. Remember, we just saw yesterday pictures of Jaishankar and Prime Minister Narendra Modi meeting amidst the session in the Parliament. And now we have Jaishankar meeting Amit Shah on this issue that is now going on. And the face-off is only escalating, viewers, from Ottawa. We're getting in the latest. Now, Senior Executive Editor Abhishek Kapoor joins us on the phone line for more. Abhishek, over to you. What more details do you have you can share with us? Abhishek, if you can hear me, Jaishankar has briefed Amit Shah on this standoff with Canada. The face-off only escalating now. What more details can you share with us?
Well, as of now, what we know is that a meeting is going on, Rakshita, between External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar and Union Home Minister Amit Shah. The contours of which we would know in a while, because the meeting, in fact, has been going on for some time now. It's been about an hour, in fact, I can tell you, and that gives you an idea of the kind of marathon conversation is happening. Remember, the two ministers between them represent India's internal security and India's foreign relations. And whatever has happened in the last 48 hours with Canada impinges upon both the foreign policy and India's internal security. So the meeting obviously gains significance, and it's a two-way briefing in the sense that External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar also has to understand all the investigations that are going on directly connected with those malcontents who are now based out of Canada, all these criminal elements, gangsters, extortionists, Khalistani separatists, terrorists, and all the cases that are going on against them, essentially spearheaded by the Ministry of Home Affairs, because NIA, the nodal agency for all anti-terror investigations, reports to the Union Home Minister. And then, of course, the diplomacy bit, we just saw a very strong escalation coming in from India during that MEA briefing, a weekly MEA briefing by MEA spokesperson Arindam Bakshi, where we have stopped all visas being given to the Canadians, even from third countries, even if the applications are from third countries, and citing security situation. We have actually told the Canadians that their indulgence with terror, Canada becoming a safe haven for terror, is the reason why we are doing this. So I think we are going to see more discussions happening. As of now, with External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar and Home Minister closeted in this hour-long meeting already in Parliament, clearly gives you the kind of intense conversation and discussion that's taking place on the issue that has started after Justin Trudeau, out of turn, went to the Parliament, his Parliament, and made baseless, unsubstantiated and absurd allegations against India.
Absolutely, of course. There have been the face-off has only been intensifying with, we can see, as you just pointed out, how Trudeau had spoken out without any evidence, and we continue to see this expulsion war, and also now advisories. The advisory war went on, and now we also have the services, the visa services also suspended from New Delhi for Canadian citizens also. And now, as Jaishankar, remember, we had Abhishek, Prime Minister Modi also being briefed by Jaishankar over this matter, and this only shows that how critical this is and how India takes this seriously, because it has been a long-drawn battle. This is not something that has happened just yesterday. This is something that has been going on for decades, and Khalistani elements have been getting a very safe and protected platform in Canada, although we see that they form a very small population. The Sikhs have a very small population, but we talk about vote bank politics, and now we are only seeing that Trudeau government is only now getting more and more pressurized, if we can say, by their alliance partners, and somehow they are only messing up the diplomatic relations they have, because none of the or the other alliance partners have also they have not really spoken out against India, or if they would have, as they would have liked to listen as far as Ottawa is concerned. All right, seems to be a problem with that connection. But right now, what we have, viewers, is that External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar is meeting Amit Shah for over an hour. It's still underway, as Abhishek was telling us. It has gone on for an hour. And now we have the soundbite from the MEA, Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Arindam Bagchi, who put out a very strongly worded statement and calling out Trudeau government's hypocrisy and also how they have provided a safe haven to all the Khalistan terrorists. Let's take a listen into those statements that just came a while back ago.
You are aware of the security threats being faced by our High Commission and consulates in Canada. This has disrupted their normal functioning. Accordingly, our High Commission and consulates are temporarily unable to process visa applications. We will be reviewing the situation on a regular basis. That's what I want to respond to it. You are aware of the security threats being faced by our High Commission and consulates in Canada. This has disrupted their normal functioning. Accordingly, our High Commission and consulates are temporarily unable to process visa applications. We will be reviewing the situation on a regular basis. That's what I want to respond to it. Words used by Canadian Prime Minister, Foreign Minister, and then the US Ambassador, right? Yes, I do think there is a degree of prejudice here, They have made the allegations, they have taken action on them. To us, it seems or it appears that these allegations by the Government of Canada are primarily politically driven. Manish, your query was on briefing our partners, etc. Look, on this one, as I said, we have been, of course, engaged with our partners on various issues, particularly including this one. We have been discussing with them. We have conveyed our position, how we see these developments, and I think those are part of ongoing conversations. But I'm happy to share a little more if you wish to talk about it. I'll come back to that. This is what I'll mention. Manish's I'll come back to Manish because. Let me just make a couple of other points. I think, Sudhi, you had a query about Canada sharing any information. No, let me clarify. No specific information has been shared by Canada on this case, either then or before or after. We have, as we have said, or I think we've been made very clear, we are willing to look at any specific information. We have conveyed this to the Canadian side, made it clear to them that we are willing to look at any specific information that is provided to us. But so far, we have not received any such specific information. There was an indirect question on that. Let me also point out that from our side, very specific evidence about criminal activities by individuals based on Canadian soil has been shared with the Canadian authorities on a regular basis, but not been acted upon. Look, we had issued a press release, I think on the 19th it was, I have a copy here, where we said, yes, these allegations were raised by Prime Minister Trudeau with Prime Minister, and Prime Minister rejected them. I think that's pretty clear about it, so let me reiterate that.